Hi there Pokefans, I am your humblest Charizard fan and you're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. Today we continue on our journey after we have accomplished achieving the first gym. Now the next gym is going to be a very long way away. So now we're going to check out what items we can get, we can collect, and maybe see what Pokemon we can find in these flowers over here. There might be some Pokemon that we can get, but it looks like I'm trying to avoid the flowers, but I keep driving right into them with these damn roller skates of mine. So it looks like I am not in full control of my remote control, my game controller. Now I want to avoid fighting that guy over there because in this game it is not necessary to fight every single trainer you encounter in order to achieve the correct level to be able to fight the game or to beat the game. But as you see over there, I couldn't get my controls under control, so I am forced to fight this guy over here, this gardener. And he starts off with a Corphish. Why would a gardener have a Corphish, a water type? On the other hand, it actually makes sense that a gardener would have a water type because he needs to water the garden. Easy way to do that is to have a water type. You can just leave the water type Pokemon in the water during the night so it can replenish all of the water it wastes watering the plants. Well, he wouldn't say it's wasting, but now if we can only get into this door properly so we can get out of this little path over here. Come on, there we go. Let's just go that way. I wonder how we're going to get that item over there. Oh, we just lock ourselves into this little area like that. Now it looks like they give us another little ledge over there to lock ourselves into so we can easily get into this nook over here. And that's a super potion. Okay, so that's what we have over there. Now over here we don't have another gardener patrolling the garden. I think we defeated the only gardener that was on this route or on this little area. This is his area. I should have gone through the other part of this route. Might have been easier to get to this nook over here. But we do get the Great Ball. I think I should just go through that yellow flowers over there. It's a shorter route. And I might encounter a Pokemon, but I'll just edit it out. And it's less effort than what I've been doing so far. Or maybe I'll just fight the Pokemon, whatever it is. Oh, it's a Flabébé. This is a very cute fairy type. It's about as big as your thumb. And I'm exaggerating slightly. Let's see if we can... how did I miss that lady over there? Well, this lady didn't miss me. It's an older lady, but she looks quite elegant. Still quite attractive. It's just a pity she has a Burmy. Well, a pity for her, not for us. A rollout should be able to do something, I think. But protect buggers the whole plan up. Does it only have protect? At least the rollout takes it out in a single attack. Or else that would have been quite irritating. Yeah, she has another Burmy. This time it's the Steel Cloak Burmy. It's not yet the Steel type, it has to evolve first. Oh, no, that's the ground type Burmy. And Chespin grows to level 16. That only becomes a problem when we have to catch our next Pokemon. Here is the Trash Burmy, which would evolve into the Steel type. I wonder if you have the Burmy on with the Trash Cloak or the Ground Cloak and it levels up outside. If it evolves into the cloak it has, or does it first change its cloak into the Grass Cloak and then evolve? That might be an experiment worth doing, but if you're looking for the specific cloak Pokemon, you'd be quite upset if it evolved into something else. And here we have our first evolution, Quilladin. Chespin has evolved into Quilladin. Nice round Pokemon. Ah, damn woman walked up in front of me, and now it's a boy. He walked up in front of me and now he wants to fight me. How arrogant. And then he starts off with the weakest Pokemon in existence. Luckily it's still the weakest Pokemon in existence, because if that thing evolved I would be in a lot of trouble. Because that'll mean that the kid's Pokemon would be on level 20. Okay, so we meet these two people over here. In this playthrough I'm once again not going to pursue their secret identities. I am only interested in completing this fighting type playthrough. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like and sharing it with your friends. And thank you that I have gotten over my 20 subscribers limit. I would love to make that 50 by the end of this year. I would like you to help me in accomplishing that. I also noticed that my viewership has gone down quite significantly, and I do admit that it might be my video quality, but it might also be YouTube shenanigans, because I've heard of a lot of the YouTubers that I follow are suffering from the same trouble. Now in my case it doesn't actually make such a big difference because I am not getting paid in any case. But for those that have thousands of subscribers who do get paid, for them it's a big deal. I just wanted to mention that. Okay, so this lady now shows us where the professor's lab is. Now which way should I go? This dude is in my way. And I'm still trying to get the hang of these skates over here. Now I'm flowing quite nicely. And here is the professor's, is it the lab or is this his house? I can't decide whether it is a government building that or if it's a house, but it is right in the middle of a commercial area. If it's a government building that is a lab, having that in a commercial area might be some sort of health and safety violation. I don't know. Anyway, I'm showing you the inside of this Poké Center over here, because this is probably going to be one of the last times that you see it, unless there are items over here that I can purchase. And that is probably why I'm over here. I'm checking out where the items are, and over here there are quite a few good items to purchase. If you want to know where they are, this is where you can find them. Okay, who are you? Poké Miles for prizes. Okay. This is actually quite a good thing, but I hardly ever make use of it. PP up. PP ups don't really matter, especially at the price point that they are putting it at. since by the time I've walked that many miles, all of my Pokemon are fully EV trained. And I do that off screen most of the time. Ah, this guy is blocking our way. Oh, there you are. So this is where the professor's lab / house is. It has an elevator in the inside. Okay, thank you for the information. Now let me go upstairs and see what's going on. And this is definitely a government building if you consider the inside. It is not a house. It should have been a house, a mansion even, but it isn't. It's a government building. With, if you take this thing over here in consideration where these two scientists are standing, it looks like dangerous experiments that if it exploded would be a massive controversy, to put it mildly. So Professor, what do you have to say for yourself? What experiments are you doing? That looks like a Trubbish over there on the screen. What are they doing with Trubbish? Hi there, pretty lady. She doesn't want to talk to me. Let's go up to the next floor. So this is where the professor is. I wonder what he is up to. Is all the experiments going downstairs he's doing, or is he doing something of his own? Is he busy with his own experiments? Okay, that scientist over there is only looking for some research that other scientists have done. Okay, now the professor wants to fight me for the privilege of getting another starter. Let's see how this is going to go for us. It shouldn't be too difficult. The only trouble will be the actual Charmander. I think he will be a bit of trouble. The Bulbasaur might poison us. If the Bulbasaur poisons us, then the Charmander is even more trouble. If it doesn't poison us, on the other hand, the Bulbasaur might be even more difficult to deal with because we are the same type, unless I have an attack that can effectively deal with it, preferably a normal type attack. So we're going to find out basically immediately how we're going to fare against this Bulbasaur. Granted, I do have a significant level advantage, and Rollout is going to do the trick for me. It definitely is an attack that helps me out against Bulbasaur, which is part poison. And Rock type isn't very effective against poisons. Ground type has that privilege, but it doesn't not do anything against it. And the Rollout will work very well against this Charmander. And if Rollout stops now, we have very effective moves to use against the Squirtle. But if it doesn't stop now, the Squirtle is still dead with a single Rollout. Here we go. We have completed this challenge over here that the professor has set before us. I wonder why he wanted us to fight this battle. Did he want to evaluate our Pokemon? Or did he want to evaluate the three he had with him in terms of, I don't know what requirements he would put to such an experiment. But now he's going to give one of them away, and we get to pick one. And we are going to pick the Charmander, because we have a client that'll trade a Charmander for something else in our favor. Okay, now I'm not going to give it a nickname because the other guy wants to give it his own nickname. And we get a Charizard. Why? Because this is Pokemon Y. Now we just have to find a way to trade our Pokemon away, and we will have our next fighting type. Leave a comment in the comment section below, because that does help the algorithm out a bit, I hear. And predict who you think I will choose for my next fighting type Pokemon. And as per usual, it may not start out as a fighting type, but it does evolve into a fighting type. Okay, now I get to leave. And here is the lift. This lift doesn't look all that safe. I mean, once it goes down, there's just a hole in the ground, unless that yellow thing on the top stays behind for some reason. The safety in this building is not up to scratch. I mean, experiments, dangerous experiments going on. Lifts that leave open holes in the ground. And now this guy over here is, I think he's flirting with this girl over here. This assistant. The professor's assistant. I wonder what is going on. And he even calls her beautiful. Huh. He sounds like a real jerk. And there is no reason at all whatsoever to suspect that he is the bad guy of this region. I mean, he's a businessman with a very profitable client base. Now let's see how we go from here. I believe that yellow building, that red building over there is the Center. The Pokemon Center. Alright, the Shauna's over there. Is that Shauna? Is that or is that someone else? Not my current pursuit of a girlfriend in this playthrough. Yes, this is the Pokemon Center. Now let's find ourselves a seat, and then we can do the trade. Ilanis, please trade me a Pokemon over there. Anybody remember Ilanis? She was in the previous playthrough, and she did quite well for herself. She bred a Pokemon for us. Or not really bred, she acquired in some way a Pokemon for us in exchange for another Charmander. She has a love for Charmanders, it seems, or the Charmander line. I think she wants to breed her Charmander or her Charizard with another Charizard. Our Charizard is a male. I wonder what her Charizard was. You can go back to the previous series and find out if this story is a likely story. But if you thought that I was going to trade my Charmander for a Chimchar, then you were correct. And you can leave a like on this video to indicate whether you did correctly or not. And if you were not correct, you could leave your comment in the comment section below saying who you thought it was going to be. Okay, we have a Chimchar. And I think we should switch him to the front so that he could actually gain some experience while we are busy. I mean, he's only at level 10. Ah, he has the Iron Fist ability, that's good, and he has a Fire Punch and a Thunder Punch to start with. Damn, Ilanis is a good breeder, or a good salesperson, or a good trader. She got us a very good Chimchar over here, with a Fire Punch and a Thunder Punch, and the Iron Fist ability. That's going to be awesome for us. Takes plenty of siestas, and it was met at the daycare with a daycare couple. Does that mean that Ilana's bred this Chimchar herself, or was it one of the other trainers that was leaving their Pokemon there for training, and the egg was a result and they didn't want the egg? All these questions and no answers to give. I wonder at which point we are going to be able to get to that Eiffel Tower over there. But for now, let's try and find the next stop or exit or whatever it is going to be. Or I might be missing something. Well, whatever it is, we are going on. Hi there, dude. He has a kid in a Bancham costume. How quaint. And he starts off with a Pichu, and we're with our Chimchar on level 10, his Pichu is on level 7. This might be quite interesting, but that worked out quite well. Single hit, Fire Punch with Bullet Seed, Iron Fist boosted, and he took it out in a single attack. He's going to send out a Pikachu now. This should be another one-hit KO, and it is, but the static ability strikes and we are paralyzed. That leaves a real chance that we might not be able to attack the next turn. Chimchar grows to level 11. Grows to level 12. Damn, that did quite well. Anyway, this is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye.